Prime Yuji promises to stay alive for the next 300 years to destroy cursed spirits.
What?
The only true solution would be removing cursed energy from all of humanity.
What? Why? Why?
Yuji takes it a step further. Maru's harmony technique can only alter the soul to restrict how much cursed energy a person leaks, not remove it completely. Meaning, the Japanese would simply become like the people abroad. This is because Maru cannot do anything that will cause harm. Yuji points out that without the metabolism of cursed energy, a person's body will be in danger, as it's a natural part of the human karmic cycle. You know, it's quite comparable to sweating. If you remove that functionality, you're baked. The only people who exist without cursed energy entirely are those with heavenly restriction, but they were born that way, and in exchange they gained enhanced physical bodies capable of handling that imbalance. So if you completely suppress cursed energy in normal humans without some enhancement, their bodies will suffer. That means all they are really doing is just significantly decreasing the number of cursed spirits, not completely removing them. And if that happens, the world is absolutely cooked. The earth would be in great danger, because just imagine a world where cursed spirits still exist, but no one is strong enough to defeat them, as everyone is just a regular human. Think of it like Attack on Titan. Imagine if humanity somehow reduced the number of titans but got rid of their weapons. What you gonna do? Die? Well, no, because Yuji freaking Itadori steps in and says it's gonna be okay, as he will be there to protect the world. He is the strongest, and no one will be able to defeat him. Instead, as society grows, Yuji will establish a new countermeasure with the next generation. The amount of curses that will be born every year will be countable on one hand, so the balance between the sorcerers and cursed spirits will be better in the long run. In a way, Yuji is resetting the Jujutsu world, trimming it down to only a handful of individuals. The current sorcerers won't be erased, which means techniques can be preserved, cursed objects can be passed down, and a new smaller power structure can evolve naturally. This would create another power scaling system for a Jujutsu Kaisen spin-off.
Why are you crying?
But just when it sounds like Yuji has solved everything, Maru interrupts him with another issue about ideology. In his eyes, because the cursed spirits wouldn't be completely erased, humans and Simurians will still believe in different things. The entire objective was to eliminate curses completely, because the Simurians don't view them as monsters. They see them as Kalyans, sacred beings tied to their belief system. If curses continues to exist, even in small numbers, the Simurians would naturally want to protect them, and that alone would spark tension. But don't worry, because Yuji creates another Deus Ex Machina. Instead of only harmonizing humans and the Lemurians, Maru should extend his technique to cursed spirits as well. If the goal is true balance, then you don't just regulate one side of the equation. You have to address the root of what makes curses resemble Kalyans in the first place. Yuji explains that cursed spirits are labeled evil because they are born from negative emotion, but that doesn't mean everything that resembles a curse is inherently malicious. He brings up Tengen not being evil, who began as a human and evolved into something closer to a curse. Then there's Choso, a curse-human hybrid. By nature, he should have been a monster, yet he was the best loving brother he could have ever imagined. So Yuji questions, why do the Kalyans attack some people but not the Lemurians? And since they are in the soul realm, everything essential to the plan is symbolized like toys. That's when Maru looks deeper into the Kalyan's soul, and amongst the many colors, he sees something shocking. They share the same hue, which means cursed spirits always had a soul, but because their vessel were made from negativity, they enacted upon their primal instinct, which made them evil. To understand this better, just think this specific color colored soul can reincarnate into 3 types of vessel. Number 1, the alien Lumerians. Number 2, the Kalyan beast. And number 3, cursed spirits. Since they are all the same, they won't attack each other. This also explains why an evolved cursed spirit like Jogo would show empathy to his own kind in Hanami and cry. If they were truly evil, then even familial relations wouldn't matter. He wanted a world where curses could live openly, where they weren't hunted like pests, a world where their kind could exist without fear. This even goes back to Hana Kurusu's backstory. As a child, she was held captive by a cursed spirit that behaved almost like a distorted mother figure. It fed the children and kept them alive, but it also killed those who cried or complained. It showed that cursed spirits can develop roles resembling nature, but the vessel was born from negativity, so the mother instinct became possessive and violent. So this is where another foreshadowing is given that there will be a spin-off, especially since Yuji has 300 more years to live. Now here things get very interesting, because Maru admits it's impossible to repaint the color of souls, but there is a way to fix things, which also addresses the problem of the souls that are yet to be born. Yep, don't worry guys, Gege has given Maru the power of plot convenience. He has answered everything. Maru doesn't plan to just affect the current souls, but also the pathway itself, where they cross before coming to Earth. He will remodel this realm so when the soul pass through the cycle of samsara, their colors will scatter, their shapes will be adjusted, and their cursed energy will be erased as much as possible. Manga is basically just remodeling the pathway where souls cross into Earth and making sure that they get filtered properly, alright? But in doing so, all the Kalyan soul and the human soul will be mixed up together, meaning that they will truly be one. And that's why this screams spin-off potential, because Yuji has 300 more years to live. If he becomes the guardian of this new system, we're looking at an entirely reshaped Jujutsu world and a completely different power hierarchy.